saying like soundtracks outside of Disney used to eat down. Waiting to Exhale ate down.
They
Soul
soundtracks
Food ate down.
We didn't get away from
even
soundtracks.
like we have gotten away. This is what I'm saying. We have gotten away from soundtracks.
We really have.
What I think people don't realize, and what I really appreciate about Insecure, is it brought back the emotion that music brings into
the
filmmaking and or the experience
of a film
of a piece. You know what I'm saying? Because Insecure was a show. You just like
in love sometimes. Sometimes it's wrong, and sometimes it's right. For every win, yes, someone must fail. There comes a point when you exhale. Say, shoot, 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 what? Shoot, shoot, oh baby, shoot, say shoot, babe, say shoot, babe, do, shoot, do.
Man,
them songs made the movie.
It really did. It. I don't think we realize how much music moves along a plot.
Yes. Yes.
It's very important. Music is very important, and I appreciate people who understand that music moves along pieces of art.
We need to bring back the soundtracks.
Bring back the soundtracks. And I'm not going to say everybody has gotten away from it, because
some people, but they don't hit like they used to hit. Why?
Not a majority of them like they used to, but I will say there are some movies I have watched currently that have soundtracks, and it's like, now,
of new songs,
did it make me want to download it? No. Perhaps not. And new songs, absolutely not.
That's what I'm saying. They have all these old songs on the soundtrack. I'm talking about where shoop shoop a doop.
That's true, but
that was a new song.
That's true.
You know,
that's true.
They you know, they ain't been right since Whitney been gone. Them soundtracks.
Not Whitney took the soundtrack.
I dare to say, impossible for a plain country pumpkin to become a golden carriage.
Impossible.
They ain't been the same since Whitney left.
You know.
Now
that you say it.
They used to, even back in the day, they used to giving him something he can feel. Sparkle.
Ooh,
to let him know this love is real. Yeah, like what happened? What happened to the soundtracks?
Okay. I have.
What's your theory?
I don't have a theory on it, but I will say I have two notes on that. Yes, we did get a lot of original music. Mm-hmm. That was when we had those artists in the films. A lot of times.
Okay, they were in the films.
We don't have pop stars in films anymore.
Okay.
And you want to argue with your mama, Whitney was a pop star.
Yeah, she was.
Let's just be real. She was a pop star. This is why there's so many arguments. You know, they're trying to remake Bodyguard.
Why?
And it's like, first of all, why? Second of all, who? They're talking about Taylor Swift could possibly do it, and they're gonna flip it like Taylor Swift is white and the Bodyguard's black instead of the pop star black and the Bodyguard white. It's just like, just original. Just if you
can't sing better than the original, just leave it.
So we don't have pop stars in tracks in film like we used to anymore. So that's one thing. True. And I won't take away from, there are some filmmakers, producers, writers, different people who know how to flip and make a song their own. You think about Get Out, right? Like, Childish Gambino was the opening song. Now, that was not on the original soundtrack album. Mm-hmm. That was on his own album, but it became a signature. Okay. And then you think about Us, where he flips, I got 5 on it.
Okay,
dun-dun.
Okay.
Dun-dun. You know what I'm saying? So there are your people who can, but we don't have the pop stars anymore like that. We don't, but we just don't have them to put into the film regard. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Who are we going to put into, we got SZA, who was just in the film with Keke Palmer, which was funny,
but I don't remember,
but that's
the
not
song,
a soundtrack.
The soundtrack, I don't remember the soundtrack.
And you think about, even with that, you want to think about like a comedy film that has a big star in it that can do the soundtrack. You thinking about like a Friday with an Ice Cube who produces, did the music. A lot of the songs that came off of Friday was his songs. Okay. But on...
That makes sense. That makes sense what you're saying. That makes sense. Yeah. The pop stars aren't in the film, and therefore there are no like huge soundtracks that
people
aren't.
And people aren't backing it the way they used to. Yeah. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like you had the Fridays with Ice Cube, but then Dr. Dre's backing it. And then it's like you have these geniuses in the room.
And then the way we watch film today is totally different.
It's totally different. It's totally different.
It was like a huge thing for a movie to come out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, oh, it's streaming.
Right.
You just watch it at the
for
house.
The last, up until, I would say, the last almost decade or so, the majority of the big films that have come out have been a part of the MCU, which is Marvel. Yeah. So it's like, and that is completely different. Yeah. But I will also say that Guardians of the Galaxy, even though they are already produced songs that have existed, does phenomenal soundtracks. They put together their sounds really great for the whole feeling of the film, right? So you don't necessarily have to make new music, which would be great if you could, because there was something about hearing not just hearing a new song from a great artist or somebody that you love, but actually also seeing it in film. I mean, there was something about hearing the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack and seeing
that Waiting to Exhale soundtrack went off. Okay.
Yeah. There was something about seeing that. There was something about seeing the 5 heartbeats, the Bodyguard, which is crazy.
Even with Mariah Carey being in her film, those were big deals.
It was big deals back then.
They're not the same.
And it's not the same. It's not the same anymore, unfortunately. I don't know if it is because, like you said, we're in a different time and we digest film differently. Because it really has to be, I think, something spectacular to pull people into theaters. There was this experience you used to get with surround sound and all this, and now you can have that at home. You can have the speakers, you can have, and you don't have to leave. And then even going into the whole people scared to go to theaters because of the shootings, it's just all kind of stuff. So people want to, and it's more expensive now. You used to be able to go to the movies, you, a friend, get popcorn, get candy. That was like $20-$30, which seemed like a lot, but now that's like $90. You spending $25 a ticket if you going to premiere theater seating, popcorn, drinks, all that. It's like,
y'all still go to the movies? Who still goes to the
movies?
Who
still goes to the movies?
Who's going to? Y'all going?
Yeah, I would say there will never be anything like a movie experience. There's something about, especially for me, going there.
Your attention has to be on the movie.
It's on the movie. You put your phone away.
You're not doing that at home.
It's still that huge screen. It's like takes you to another world for me.
For sure.
So there's something about it that is like, there are certain films that I'm just like, I'm never gonna not watch this in theaters. Like, that's not possible. So let us know if y'all still watching films. I'm still going. You still going to the movies? When the last movie you saw?
I don't know. It's like I look the movies up and I'm like, that's weird. I'm not going. Like, it just gives weird vibes a lot. So sometimes I'm just like, no, I'll just wait. You know?
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, and it doesn't take anything for a movie to be on streaming nowadays.
Yeah, it's like, next thing I know, it's like on streaming. It's like, okay, well, I missed that. It has to be like a movie that I want to support. Yeah. Like, oh, this is, a good film and this person made it and I want to support it. And so, yeah, I just haven't been going for quite a while.
That's fair.
I don't even remember the last thing I saw at the movies. I really don't. Oh, I think this is going to tell how long it's been. It might have been the Bob Marley movie.
Oh my gosh, it's like a year
ago. Oh, when was the last time I've been to the movies? I never was no, I'm not gonna say that.
Did you go to? I know what y'all call them shows in Chicago.
Yeah, went to the show.
Were you a show gal? Or was your family? Did y'all go used to the shows?
My family was not a show family. We would go every blue moon, but that wasn't like our thing. You know how some people, it's like, oh, this is our thing. Yeah, it wasn't for us.
That's fair. I could see that. My dad used to like to go to the movies.
Okay,
so we would go to the movies. See, like he has I can remember certain times he has taken me out of school to see certain films. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. My dad had taken me to see this film.
Wow, that's incredible.
And I'm going, and I've always enjoyed it.
Affinity.
Could be, yeah. I really enjoy it. I just also think there's just certain things you're just never going. The experience will just never be the same in your home.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, different.
And then there's something about, even if you're in there with just a few strangers, it's still y'all all experiencing it at the same time.
Yeah, it's totally different. And then people are clapping, people are laughing. It's totally
like
different.
Totally different.
For sure.
Yeah, I remember going to see The Blackening, which was this kind of like comical horror black film, all black cast that came out years ago. And I remember going in, there was a whole bunch of black people in there, and like we were all laughing at the same jokes because they were like over our culture. So it's just like, and I'm just thinking, this is so great, man. I'm thinking like, this is so great. Like we're all having a great time, because I went to see it opening weekend and it was like packed. So it was great. There's just some things you'll just never get.
Yeah, it's changed so much. It's changed so much.
Yeah, but that's our diatribe on films. Let us know if you all still go.
Was that our artist corner?
It wasn't. It can be. Yeah. Film has changed. Let us know what the last film you all watched in the comments. Let us know. Even if you don't go to the movies, let us know. And why don't you go to the movies?
Yeah.
What's your reasoning? So